What did he buy you the ring for? Did he buy it or did he just say, let's go look at some rings?
Well, he bought it, but it was complicated.
That is super complicated. So he bought a ring. So he bought a ring, but he didn't propose.
We didn't get there because we were talking about it, and then we did.
How did he even show it to you though?
Because the orders and the website and the orders and everything, you know.
Also, he didn't even have the physical ring in his hand.
No.
Oh,
we were.
okay.
He showed me.
Okay.
And then we chose one on the website.
Okay.
But you know, that's
Did he check out, or was it a screenshot?
Welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast, where no topic is off limits. We're the girlfriends that keep it real and give you different perspectives, because we know one way isn't always the right way.
Hi, welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast. I'm your host, MB.
I'm Ma.
My name is Kash.
I'm Elsie.
All right, let's get started with our drink of the day. And this is a sparkling wine. It's Chandon. It's a mix of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. I'm actually really afraid to open this, so I am going to have Kash open it for us.
I don't know how much better I am at this, so let's just see. I heard that you don't want to point at anyone's face.
I can't even look.
Oh my gosh.
You can
I can't do it.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I don't want to open it.
There you go.
All right, let's cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Tell me what you guys think.
Cheers.
It's good.
Okay, this one is good.
Refreshing, not too dry, not too sweet, right in the middle.
Yep.
A bit flat, but refreshing.
It is a little flat.
Yeah, refreshing though.
I like this one.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, feel free to pour yourself some because I gave you guys like just a little bit.
You got to work on it. Okay, you got to work on it.
Anyways, as we're approaching wedding season, we just want to congratulate all the brides-to-be. I know it's like a really exciting time and stressful, but I want to ask you, ladies, if you are dating someone right now, how long do you think in the relationship would you guys expect a proposal?
I would say 2 years max. I think anything beyond that is too long. The relation is done.
So you would end it after 2 years if he doesn't propose,
Yes. Yeah.
even if the relationship was going well.
Well, if the relationship is going well, why haven't you proposed?
Me right now, I think I'm either all in or nothing. So
No, I know, but how long would you wait?
if
Like, how long
if
is
I'm
too
in
long?
a relationship and I'm in love, I think maybe a year and a half at the max, but who knows?
I would say 1 year soonest if like everything was perfect, right? At my age anyway. Typically 2 years to 3 years for me.
Interesting.
How about your
For me,
Well, she's already engaged.
Well,
so
yeah.
I mean, but speaking in general, like time frame,
General
if you had a
terms, yeah.
gauge just to give the audience a number.
I would say 2 years.
Okay.
I think that sounds about right because I think during the first year, you're still getting to know all sides of them.
Right.
And I believe that you don't see a person's true self unless
Yeah.
you've been with them for a little bit of time, you know?
Yeah.
So I would say about 2 years, and I would expect that he would propose. And mine was 2 years.
Did Maul give her a number? Maybe.
Yep, she
2
started
years.
it.
2 years max.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
What's the earliest then if you said 2 years max?
Oh, the earliest? 2 weeks. I'm just kidding.
She is so impulsive. I actually believe that.
She's half joking, half not joking.
I know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even if it does happen in 2 weeks, I know you're the kind of person that wouldn't make it work though.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because like if you like somebody, you're like, you are fully in.
The
you know?
soonest, maybe 3 months.
Okay.
That's quick.
That is really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There's no rush. But she asked me for like minimum.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just curious.
Oh, I don't know. I guess 3 months doesn't really feel like a rush.
No?
You know, I think 1 month is a rush. 2 weeks is a rush. 3 weeks is a rush.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is a rush. I think when you're like mid-30s or so, I think 3 months I think it's a good amount of time to.
And honestly, it probably depends on how much time you're spending together, how much you're talking.
Because if I'm spending every day with you for 3 months, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, because you could take those same amount of days and sprinkle it in
a year,
12 months.
Yeah,
and it could be the same quality.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So if a guy proposed in 3 months, you ladies would say yes, and everything is going well.
Honestly,
Going well.
I think
Yeah.
I think 3 months is too soon. I think at least it has to be like at least like 8 to 9 months to 10 months because you really have to get the opportunity to allow things to unfold naturally. You really do.
Yeah, but who's
So-
to say that the 3
so-
months isn't natural? You know?
It's not. It's happened to me.
Oh,
And I couldn't say no. And you know.
God, you have such a disgust on your face when you say that. you're like,
It's like, okay,
So what happened?
Say no.
It's like
She was a
so I
mirror.
was like so
Yeah.
shocked, you know, and it was so romantic, and the restaurant and
Yeah.
the Tiffany ring, and you know, like
So what did you
okay,
say? Yeah.
I said yes, but then like over time, as we got to the year mark, I was like, it's not.
yeah, but you're also like I'm kind of like a hopeless romantic too.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't think that it's a rush, and if it feels right, I'm gonna say yes.
Mm.
You know, I wouldn't feel like, oh my God, it's too soon. You know, I wouldn't feel that way either.
So what about men who propose too often, too prematurely, a lot? There are some men who well, there's some women who get married 3, 4, 5 times, right? And there are also men who propose quite often.
Like, how would
I
we
don't
feel
know,
about it?
but like
Do you feel like it invalidates our theory of, and you know, because some people put more emphasis on finding quality before they do it. Some people, they're like on a whim, passion. Oh, I love you. You know, let's get married. Some people do get married 4 or 5 times.
yeah. But I feel like those people are the hopeless romantics, you know?
Are they,
Yeah,
or
they're
the
always
ones who never got married, the hopeless romantics?
No.
Or are they like just a poor judge of character? Like, why are you proposing to every woman you meet?
Impulsive.
But like
Yeah.
a person who has never gotten married, like you could argue that way. Are they closed off? I don't know, you know?
Close off or hopeless romantic too, but maybe the other extreme.
Yeah.
So when you said yes, was it because you knew it would buy you time, since you weren't going to get married tomorrow? So did that make you feel a little bit better?
I didn't think there was a rush. You know, I just was so caught off guard that I should have said, oh, you know what? I really appreciate this, but it's too soon. Like, we need to get to know each other better. I don't know why I didn't have the ability to say that.
So
I think just everything was like overwhelming, right? And you,
At the restaurant?
yeah, the
like,
restaurant, the proposal
He's on his
the
knees and he's
meet.
like, honey, will you marry me? And what are you going to do?
Exactly.
But then you whisper
Hold that
in
thought.
your ear. Yeah, you whisper in his ear like, actually, honey, let's go to the bathroom and have a talk. You know, it's like,
But even that's
It's like-
embarrassing.
it's embarrassing. I didn't
it
want to be
is.
embarrassed. I
It
didn't
is.
want to embarrass him and
Yeah.
embarrass us.
and everybody, the whole audience the whole restaurant's like waiting for that yes.
And so the thing is, the hope is that it works out.
Yeah.
You know? So it wasn't like I was like, oh, this is a definite no, you know? I think if it's a definite no, I would have been like, hope no, you know? But because I was still like, oh, wow, this is so romantic. Hopefully this is the one, or, you know?
So did you romanticize it too in that moment?
Yeah, of course.
In that positivity note?
Yeah, of course.
would it have changed anything if he was like, let's go to town hall tomorrow then to finalize it? Or if you knew that it was a long engagement, then you're like, okay, well, it buys me some time to like see this through. So you would have said no if the wedding date was short,
Yeah.
set short.
I actually would say no too.
Yeah.
Like as much as I would,
Yeah.
as much as I said 3 months, but if you're like, oh, let's go get married the next day, I would hesitate. I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
So
that
he was like,
hold up.
honey, will you marry me tomorrow?
So why is it not love bombing? If
That
you
could be.
you would be okay getting engaged in 3 months, but you would not be okay getting married, because getting engaged is the same thing as
Yeah,
like we're taking that step, right?
It could be, but you
buys you
have
time.
time.
There's
Yeah.
that time.
You know, you have time to plan the wedding and to do all that, like, you know?
To really
So-
see.
But I feel like if you need time, then you should just wait. Like,
No,
what
not if
is
he's
the
proposing
rush?
to you
Yeah.
at a
Why
restaurant.
can't it run concurrently?
Yeah.
If he's proposing
I
to
didn't
you-
want to like embarrass the situation.
Yeah.
Are you
know
saving
what I
his ego?
Exactly, you
Yeah.
know, and my own too,
Mhm.
and like like it's an extravagant deal, right? So
Right.
you know, and I wasn't at that point where I'm like, this. He's definitely not the one.
Okay.
You know,
So
Right.
there was a maybe
Yeah.
in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, a high maybe.
Mhm.
Really? Because when you told it to us, that was you got the most disgusted look.
I mean, this is after it didn't work out. So in the moment, she didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you guys do if you got proposed
If-
and
if-
then
if-
you didn't like the ring?
Oh my god, if it was hideous. Okay, one time somebody did, select a ring and it didn't go all the way through, but I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, looks like a man's ring. It was so disgusting.
What did it look like?
Cute. It looked like a sports king's ring. Like
What?
What? Like a football ring.
yeah.
A football?
Oh, like the football ring.
I was like, oh, it's not cute. It's not feminine.
So what did you guys discuss the ring and or did he just
he just selected it and I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh my gosh, oof. No, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Thankfully it didn't work. But it was very masculine, and I think for me the rings to be timeless pieces, there's got to be some kind of sophistication and feminine traits to the ring. It can't be like a football ring where it's so masculine and it's like overpowering.
I'm thinking one of those Super Bowl rings.
Like you're like, oh yeah, my husband got me this.
ring.
A football ring, diamond,
That's right. Class ring. That's what I had in my
class
head.
ring. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's got to be feminine to some extent.
So how did you react to that? Like, did you even have a discussion about it? Like, oh
No,
You just-
he just showed me and I was like, I prefer something like this.
The
so
real
yeah.
question is,
Mhm.
did you say yes?
We never. Mm-mm.
oh, so he just bought the ring. You
No,
talked about
yeah,
it, but he didn't propose.
We didn't go there. We didn't go there.
Oh.
We didn't go there.
So he just
What did
show-
he buy you the ring for? Did he buy it or did he just say, "Let's go look at some rings"?
Well,
Or
he
what?
bought it, but it was complicated.
That is super complicated.
Okay,
I
yeah,
understand. You need to explain
That,
it.
you need to explain like what you said.
Let's
That's a
explain this to
different
the
story.
to the audience. So he bought a ring. So he bought a ring, but he didn't propose.
we didn't get there because we were talking about it, and then we did.
How did he even show it to you though?
Because the orders and the website and the orders and everything.
Also, he didn't even have the physical ring in his hand.
No.
Oh.
No, we were.
okay.
He showed me.
Oh,
and then-
okay.
And then we chose one on the website. And,
Okay.
But that's.
Did
a
he
different-
check out, or was it a screenshot?
He did check out. He did check out.
Question. That's a real question. It's not physical. So I want to know: did he check out, or did he screenshot it?
He did check out,
Okay,
but
okay.
he's not the kind of man to go. He's not. He was not the right person.
Oh, okay, okay.
Not the right person.
Okay.
And thank God because
Okay.
because as much as you want a partner,
yeah.
you don't want the wrong partner.
Oh, yeah.
Because what is the point of going through something when it's not the right person, and then you have to unravel all of that plus additional damage?
Mhm.
There's no point, So it's better that it happened this way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I'm glad.
Okay.
But my point is, I don't want a football ring or like that kind of ring.
Yeah,
It's not cute.
yeah.
It's just not cute.
Yeah.
So statistic, they say that the amount of ring is typically in the United States around like it's a little over $5,000, right? So let me ask you, ladies, does the size matter?
It matters if it's less than a carat.
So it does matter.
Yes.
So 1 carat or more is what you're saying.
Yeah. Because do you know how small less of a carat is? And
1 carat is kind of small too.
Yeah.
So you're saying it doesn't matter.
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter, and for some women it doesn't, and that's great.
Yeah.
You know.
Good.
Um,
yes.
But a certain size does look nicer and look better too. And so I think it depends on the girl's aesthetic and what they like.
Yes.
To be
But
honest.
question though, what about size versus quality?
It's up to you.
Because the thing is, like, if it's a larger size, but the quality is just kind of generic, it doesn't matter to you. You're right. It depends on it depends on the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I feel like you should have this conversation.
Yeah.
And just make sure you're both on the same page. He's spending a ton of money, so I think men, they do like the feedback. What are you going to be okay with?
Yeah.
Because it's for the, I would
That's
imagine if I'm going to be spending thousands of dollars on your wedding ring, I want you to like it.
Right.
Of it.
I don't want you to never wear the ring.
Yeah,
Then I
that's
just
true.
wasted money. So
Yeah.
having this conversation is really important. What if you don't even want a diamond? Like, what if he gave you something else?
Yeah.
Right?
That's a great point, because the thing is, what if he gave you something and you just did not like it? Isn't it more painful to go back to the store and exchange it for something that you did like? Kind of takes away the magic.
It does. It
Yeah.
kind of ruins the moment a little
Yeah.
bit because for him and you.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
He's probably
thanks,
so
honey.
excited.
Yeah.
And you're
Thanks,
not
honey.
happy.
But I don't like that shape. I actually like this style. Can we go back? And of course, he's going to say, yes, honey, let's go back. I want you to be happy with it. And you guys can go back to the shop. But it's like, ooh, it's not as cute.
yeah, and if you accept something that you're not happy with, then it doesn't feel good. It doesn't sit well, right? Like every day you're like, man, I don't really like this,
Yeah.
It makes you feel some kind of way too.
So that gives credibility to your statement, MB, is maybe these are things that you should feel comfortable speaking and discussing through.
Yeah, and I think some women, they don't care for an engagement ring. Like, I know my sister and one of my friends, they have one, but they never wear it because they're just not the type of person that likes wearing jewelry, specifically rings. So I feel like had their partners known this, I don't know if they would spend that kind of money. And I wouldn't want my partner to spend that kind of money if I am that person that don't.
It's going to
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Collect
want to
dust.
wear a ring.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is a conversation that needs to be had with your partner.
I get it. Because, I'm not really a jewelry person. Although I'm like decked out in jewelry right now.
I wouldn't have guessed that because you always have
Why
jewelry.
you say you're not. You're
No,
You
definitely
always have
more.
jewelry.
You
wear more than me.
I'm more so now because I'm trying to accessorize more, but I typically don't care about jewelry. And if I was dating somebody and he knew that I don't really care for jewelry, you're right. Maybe what if he didn't even give me an engagement ring, because to him he's like, well, she doesn't really care for jewelry, so why would I get her?
Or at least not one that's
Yeah.
really expensive. What if he
Yeah.
just got you a band, right?
Yeah.
Like something to
Yeah.
show that like we're together, we're married.
Yeah.
And some girls are okay with that. I know a girl that's like, don't get me a diamond, just get me a simple plain band.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
So you think the guy should ask?
Yeah.
I think you should both have that discussion. I don't think that it's on the guy to just ask.
No, but if the guy wants to marry you or he wants to take it there, he should start the conversation. The woman should initiate it, like, hey, so what about can we have the ring talk?
No,
the guy should lead.
that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
The guy's gonna lead it though. The guy is going to lead it.
Well,
And
yes.
then the guy and the girl should visit it together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the takeaway is, you should have that conversation. Not that it's going to take away the element of surprise, but it's more so the money that goes into it, the thought that goes into it, and you actually wanting to like it and wear it.
Yep.
Foreverness.
Yeah, to kind of come together for that. And and it could still be special because you don't know when he's gonna propose or when he's gonna buy the ring.
Yeah.
Or if he's going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's a screenshot.
He can be like, hypothetically, if I were to.
Here's a football ring. Shot.
And I think sometimes they just need a little help too. If you're having that discussion already, I think it's okay to be like, I don't really like big spectacles. So I would prefer it like once we get there, something more intimate. I'm not a huge jewelry person, so please don't spend so much money on the ring. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Or if like, this is my style, I'm like a really classic type a woman, so I like something very classic, timeless,
Right.
and that should give him enough hints that even when you see the ring, it's so different.
Yeah.
Like even if you tell him like, I want a round cut pave band, and he proposes with that, it's still going to be a surprise, even though you told him the type of ring you want.
Or you sent him a link.
Have
Either
you
one.
sent him a ring number?
Yeah.
I have.
Oh, really?
It's because it's my ex.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like,
okay.
what kind of ring do you like?
Oh.
When you describe it, they don't know what that means.
Yeah.
They don't know what any of this stuff means. He's like,
Yeah.
can you send me some photos to show me exactly what you're saying? You know, he doesn't even know what solitary means. You know,
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
so I answered the question. I said size matter.
size does matter.
I think size and quality matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if the quality is great, but because the quality is so good,
It doesn't matter.
compromises the
matters too.
size.
If it's a great quality, like $50,000 ring, but the diamond is so tiny.
no, it will never be. If it's 50,000, the diamond is not going to be tiny.
I'm exaggerating, but
Yeah.
I'm just to prove the point. It's like if it's the most expensive ring out there, but the size is small,
What's the point?
it doesn't matter. Quality and size matter. It's a combination.
What about price?
Price doesn't really
mean,
matter
like,
to me.
No, it does. It
Price
should be
doesn't-
within the
Price
guy's
doesn't matter,
budget.
but if you want good quality and size, price will increase.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
of
I said,
course.
that's
It's
why I said price
correlated.
doesn't matter, size matter.
correlated.
You know, because
Price doesn't
What do you
matter.
mean that
Size
price
matter.
doesn't matter?
well, because the
price
size
will
of the
go
ring,
up.
the size of the ring is going to determine the price anyway. So to me,
But what you mean is that you're willing to pay whatever.
Price does matter.
yeah, if he gets me like a 1 carat, let's say he goes with like a moissanite or something like that, that's not like it's
Diamond.
It's not a diamond.
It's a
right?
gem.
It's a gem. Yeah, I would still be okay with that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so you don't want a diamond.
I don't care if it's a diamond or not.
You don't need a diamond.
Yeah.
I have to have a diamond.
I have to have a diamond too.
But that's why back to my point, you need to have this
I'm not
conversation.
gonna get a sapphire wedding ring, and I'm like, that's my birthstone. You gonna give me my birthstone for
That's
my
why
wedding?
it's so special.
No,
But moissanite looks just like a diamond. It's
Yeah.
just that it's a gem and it's
Yeah, it
Nope.
doesn't have the same
I'm gonna feel
value.
like I'm gonna
Yeah,
feel
but
like
I think in
it's going
most
out cheap on me. But you're gonna give me a replica of a
there's-
diamond? No.
no. There's
I
some.
yeah.
No, I said that's how I would
Oh, okay.
feel.
Oh, okay.
It would make me feel that way.
No, I think if it looks like a diamond and acts like a diamond, it's a diamond to me.
Not for me.
Yeah.
But some people don't care
Yeah.
as much.
I
you
care.
know, where it's
I
like
care.
I just want something beautiful
Yeah.
that I can wear. I don't want you to spend so much money because it's super expensive.
Yeah, and honestly, it is.
And it's
silly
not our
because-
money. That's like it's coming out of his pocket.
But it will eventually come out of yours too.
But
when you
here's
get
the
married
thing:
and you're still paying
you
the
can
bill.
keep it for the love. You can keep it for generations. You know what I mean? Like people pass on rings from great grandmothers. You know, so it's not only about money. It could be very sentimental.
And so I think that like if she gets the moissanite ring, I agree with her. Like she's not thinking that, oh, I'm gonna try to sell this later on for value. If she passes it on, it's just as significant.
It is. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
less significant, but I'm saying for me, I do care that it's
Okay.
diamond.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Because-
Everyone has
Yeah,
preference, yeah.
Yeah.
Because for me, because it's like it has more value. It's supposedly more rare, right? You know how diamonds are made, but now they can make lab diamonds.
Yeah.
you know?
That's how they sell it to you. Yeah.
Well, moissanite. I don't even know what
Moissanite is a gem, and they're beautiful rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful rings, and
Yeah.
Just a clear gemstone.
Yeah.
you know? Like I mean, they're all like little rocks,
Mhm.
pretty much. You know.
I mean, but if you get me like a orange, whatever, no, I wouldn't want that. I still want it to look like a diamond ring.
yeah, I agree. I think there should be a discussion, so you both are on the same page. I think men like the help with even the proposal and the type of ring because it takes a little pressure off of them, you know. Because not only do they have to plan it out, they have to finance this
Yeah.
ring. So I think just kind of giving them a little hint of what you like goes a long way. And it doesn't waste their time. And they're super excited. They want you to be happy too.
Yeah.
So I think at our age, we can have that discussion and it could still be a surprising, could still be romantic and beautiful.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Less going back and forth after the fact.
Yeah. But that brings me to my next question. So, you know, we all have a past, and previously, like, obviously, I was previously engaged. I know you were too, right? So, if you date someone and they were previously engaged, and you've been previously engaged, do you think there's a big, how should I word this, significance in
Him doing the proposal.
Yeah,
versus
him doing the
you accepting
proposal.
a proposal.
yes?
I have 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
How long were they dating and how soon did he propose?
for my specific
Well,
example.
yeah. If you let's just do a
Or like
hypothetical,
do
you
a
can do-
hypothetical because
or-
you're asking a general question
Yeah.
about
So-
which is more significant, right?
Okay, so let's just say I'm just gonna hypothetical, right? Like they were together for a year,
okay.
and he proposes, and same. But then the thing is, like,
Oh.
would you feel some type of way, or do you feel like there's more significance with the man actually taking the time, putting out the money to propose versus you on the receiving end just accepting the proposal?
Well, I would want to know, like, why are we comparing? Like, why are we comparing? Are we comparing to say that, like, hey, there's more significance in you proposing to a woman because you put more thought into it? I was just the receiver.
Saying yes.
I just said yes, so you have more significance in your action and mine is less. So what the hell? You're like, what's the point of the question?
So you're saying it wouldn't bother you if he was.
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying, why are we asking the question?
We're asking the question if you would be bothered by it.
Yeah.
No, but I'm asking MB, why are you asking the question? Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
would you be
Is it
bothered?
to compare the significance? Is it to compare their specialness?
No, would it bother you that this man made the effort to propose to somebody before, right?
No,
And-
no,
and
I
then- and then he's bringing
I
it to
understand the
you.
question. I'm asking her, what is the significance of us asking the question?
Pretty much
Yeah,
just
we're
that. Would it
answering.
bother you?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, that's the question. Would
Okay.
it bother you that he had previously proposed to someone else and you're the second woman?
Yeah, you're the second proposal. Would it bother you that he has already proposed to someone else, even though you?
I would
you
say
haven't
if I was in your situation that you're pointing out and you're painting out, and I've been proposed to, and he has also, I've been proposed to from my ex, and then the person I'm with now, that I'm engaged to now, has also been previously engaged because he previously proposed. I would feel like it's equal. And I would feel like there's no bigger significance on his part. It's like apples and oranges. It's equal. It's fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree.
Okay, so then it wouldn't bother you, right?
It wouldn't bother me either.
Yeah.
That the man, like my ex before he was previously engaged to, that never crossed my mind. Like knowing that this man like loves me and wants to marry me, and because we were together for like three years before he proposed. So like that had no bearing on me whatsoever. That he put in a lot of effort to propose to someone before, because I was engaged to someone before, and even though that took me less effort, it was still the same situation, because now you're kind of tied and bonded to someone in a way where you were preparing to have a serious life with somebody, and that was actually what equalized both situations. Even though yes, he did make more effort as a man.
It takes more for a man, period.
That's why I that's to my point. That's why I feel like I think not significance in terms of both our proposal,
specialness.
yeah, but I'm just saying it takes more for a man to actually step up to the plate, to be like, I'm gonna take this woman in and take care of her in comparison to a woman, because like with us, it's easier for us to say yes and commit to this life because we romanticize
Of course.
like getting married, being a wife, being a mother. But guys, I think if women don't care to be married, they wouldn't propose.
Yeah.
They wouldn't take that initiative to
Of
do
course.
anything like that. So I guess that's why I feel like, I don't know, I guess it takes more for a guy to propose. Guys aren't going around proposing to everybody.
And if
Yeah,
they are,
I mean,
that's not what we're arguing.
I mean,
about,
some might, some might, it's just like, they're like, I love you, babe. They might throw it around and they have money and they might, but most people don't. Absolutely. And you're right. A man, it does take more effort because they have to plan the roadmap. Not only do they have to plan the roadmap, they finance it, they have to lead it, they have to do everything. It does take more effort for sure.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that there's more significance or love if you're the woman
right.
usually receives.
Right. I guess I'm just saying that, like, on a woman's end, for us, like, when things fall apart, we don't take the hit as much in terms of,
Absolutely.
I guess,
Yes.
financials, right?
The man.
And a guy,
Sure.
they spent thousands and thousands of dollars, and now they're not going to even recoup
Mm-hmm.
half of that back. So for them to even make the gesture, I think that says a lot.
It does. It does.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's gonna take away like what it is now, but I was just kind of like thinking about how it does take more for him to actually do that. So
Yeah.
in terms of I don't want to use the word significant, but
maybe you're trying to say that, it means more when a guy proposes versus a girl accepting your proposal.
yeah,
Because a girl could get proposed to 5 times in a year.
exactly.
All these guys are chasing her, and for her, she's like, no, yeah, maybe, yes.
Yeah.
You're right. It's easier to receive.
I can see all the men in the comments going, "Who the hell's proposing to you?"
That's not me.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think receiving is less meaningful than doing. Right?
Yes. But you can't compare it.
The weight is different. The weight is different.
No.
Yeah. It's hard to compare because you're right. A woman would never propose. So would never get there.
That's not true.
The guy,
That's true. Some
well,
women
I mean,
do, but
yes.
most women.
If a woman proposes, I feel bad for her. But I feel bad for her. That's my opinion.
Why?
Hi.
Because I'm sorry, lady, that he not proposing to you and you have to propose to him. As long as you're happy, go for it.
But you feel bad
Get
for
on your knees, give him the ring, and lead the way. I feel bad for you, but I'm happy for you if you're happy.
That was like a backhanded compliment.
That's my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, I mean, everyone. Yeah, I think that discussion alone, women proposing,
That's a different
episode.
That's
I feel
a different episode.
a lot of
It doesn't
questions about this
mean
thing.
less.
So
Okay, go.
Yeah.
I think it depends, right? I mean, this is it's petty mom coming out. I think it depends on a couple of things. How long were they dating? How soon did he propose? How long have we been dating? And how soon did he propose to me? I think
Does that matter?
What if he proposed really soon in his previous one, but with you he waited 2 years?
Oh my God.
What the I know, right?
Let's bring
Well, you said you have questions, so I'm giving you a scenario.
But that's not fair because it could be that like he definitely felt in love and was ready to.
No,
right?
I'm just answering her.
And no, and then it had nothing to do with you the second round.
No,
but
no, I
he's like,
know.
okay, hold on, let me
No,
make sure
Why is
that
everyone
I
getting
don't make the same
defensive?
mistake.
She said she had questions.
Yeah.
I'm just giving her some hypothetical answers.
Let me answer the question.
Okay.
I'm trying to defend this hypothetical man.
The hypothetical man standing behind the So in that situation, I would be a little bit hurt. I would be like, well, what the why?
He's just making sure he doesn't get burned again.
I can answer. I would question it. Not that I would question your love for me, but I would be a little bit hurt. Like, damn, it took you that long to propose to me, but yet you jumped the gun with this chick after 3 months. I'd be like, well, what the I had to earn your love, or was I? Whereas this girl, you just proposed to her.
Yeah, it's a natural tendency for us to compare because we're human beings, so we will always compare.
Yeah.
Even if we know better, we compare for
naturally.
relativeness.
I don't.
People compare just to because you don't know if something is short unless you see something long and you're like, oh, this is short, right? Or you don't know if something.
Are we still talking about rings? Yes. Wait, what are we talking about? Length of time?
Okay, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. I'm not talking about short or long anymore, okay? Or vitamin D anymore, okay? But let me say. Okay, so for example, maybe somebody might have proposed after 2 or 3 months because they were young and immature and they didn't understand something that was genuine and authentic. Maybe they jumped the gun. Maybe it was toxic and they felt different kind of pressures. Maybe they're wiser now.
I don't.
It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
It could be a blessing and a great thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think his reasoning for doing so and stuff like
Who?
the hypothetical man that we're talking about.
K-pop Cash.
You said his. Me. I'm like,
This hypothetical man, we're gonna call him
Jack.
Yeah. No, I think his reasoning for doing so in the time frame with her versus me, that's his own reasoning. I'm not.
I know.
No, the thing is that I'm not faulting him for that, but I can't help the way I feel.
There could be a little
about
hurt.
the
You will
situation.
wonder.
Yes.
I will wonder. Everybody
Yes.
will wonder.
Yeah.
We're human beings.
Yes.
I'm not
We're human.
faulting him for it, but I would feel a certain way, like what the hell,
Yeah.
But whatever your reasoning for doing so, that's your own.
Yeah.
It's your life, your decisions, right?
Right.
But I would be a little bit hurt, and I would judge you, hypothetical man.
I would not judge. No, I do. I would not, and I never do because we all go through
You know what,
life.
girl? You're a special breed.
I am a special breed.
You're
I'm
a special
so
breed. Because she's the one, well, you know what? I don't care. I'm out. I'll walk out.
Well, that's because Elsie's
You are
also emotionalist,
special.
and if you watched the episode at the beginning, you saw the disdain in her face when she was talking about the proposal. So of course it's natural for you to not compare or for you to not
Wait, so-
things like that to not really bother
not
you.
like you, though.
Yeah, but
Sure.
Elsie, how about this? He previously proposed before.
Mhm.
You have never been proposed to.
Uh-huh.
But what if your ring was smaller? Now would you
Well,
be?
that's the thing is that I'm not comparing rings. If I like it, if I'm happy with it, if it fits my style, fits my finger, because some women have tiny fingers and rocks look huge on them. Some women have bigger hands and the rocks, they need to go bigger. It's like I've seen that. So for me, it's about whether I'm happy with it myself. Like I never compare myself.
So
to
what
others.
if the first girl that he proposed to, her ring was $5,000 and yours was like 500? You're okay? You're okay
but
with
it's
that?
beautiful.
No,
and it
I-
fits your
I-
aesthetic.
Let's all collectively make up these hypotheticals. We can figure it out.
On gold. Kubrick Zirconian. You're okay with that?
No, because I have my own standards. It has to meet my standards.
That's a little unrealistic. Let's just say.
Everything meets my standards, my personal standards. I'm happy with this man. Why do I need to compare myself with this other woman and her ring?
So okay,
Who cares?
I think that's very. I think that's very. I think that's very okay. I think that's very okay because there are women like you who's like, whatever. You lived your life before me. I lived my life before you. Together we're fine. We're together now. So who cares, right?
Yeah.
But there's also women who are going to be like, well, that kind of sucked. That kind of hurt my feeling.
Yeah.
That hurts my feeling a little bit,
Because it's
So there is two spectrum
What
of
if
it.
he spent like $50,000?
Okay.
What if he spent $50,000 on his first wedding and $5,000 on the ring, and for you it's like, oh, let's have a small
It's
backyard
not
wedding,
a
honey.
comparison.
It's not a comparison. It's not.
What do I want?
I understand what you're saying. Maybe you're totally okay with the
No,
backyard
what do I
wedding.
want? Yeah.
Right, exactly.
If
But-
I want a 50,000 wedding and he says no, that's the problem.
right, that's true. That's
But
true.
if I'm say, I'm good with a backyard wedding. Like I want it to be intimate. That's my style. Then we're gonna do that. Even though he spent $50,000 on this wedding with this girl because she wanted that or whatever. That's her style. That's what she wants.
okay,
That's
So
not
you're
what I
saying-
want.
so willingness.
If I wanted to compare myself and I said, nope, you spent $50,000, I'm gonna want the same thing or more. So you better bring it. If that's the person that I am and he doesn't bring it, then I will have an issue.
So willingness.
Exactly.
Willingness to meet what you want.
It's my standards
That's-
always.
that's the
Mine,
key.
mine. Not hers, not his. Mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys hear that? It's all about her.
All about me. So
That's what matters.
Would it
I
matter?
just, yeah, I just.
I think I think a very good way to explain how we would feel is the scenario that you gave. If he gave her a $50,000 wedding and you also wanted a $50,000 ring, but he's like, hey, but we're on a budget, so let's just do a $5,000 wedding.
No.
For you, it would be no. I think that's the only way we can explain to you on how
I can
how
only
we feel.
compare it if it's apples to apples.
Yeah, yeah.
My taste, my style, my desire is different. I don't need to compare anything.
But that's really well put.
Yeah.
The way you described it is very well put.
Yeah. Because the way you see is logic. I'm only comparing apples to apples, but a lot of women compare apples to oranges too.
Yeah, no.
And sometimes apples to grapes and whatever. You know, sometimes sometimes it could be apples to nothing. You know, so it's all very.
Like, it's
It's a delusion.
Yeah. It's like no, ladies, put your emotions away and set your standard and live by your authenticity. That's what's gonna make you happy. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can still be happy, but there can also be a part of you that feels a little like, damn, did I just get like
You wonder.
snub a little bit? Yeah.
You wonder.
Really?
I think it's just natural, but it doesn't mean that we're gonna get into an argument. I'm
Over
gonna
it,
be
yeah.
pissed. And
Doesn't mean
it's
that
like
you're gonna
less
live it out,
significant.
or
Yeah,
you're gonna hold
it's
cause
not
an
like
argument.
that.
Yeah.
But your mind may wander there
Yeah.
sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
There's just gonna be like, just say for example, you dated a man that has had children before, right? And you have never, and now you guys have a kid together. I don't know. I guess there might be a part of me that feels like, damn, I wish this was your first experience too, because it's my first experience being a new mother, but it's not your first experience being a new father. You've already been through this.
I get that one.
Yeah, but I think maybe that's kind of how some girls feel about stuff like this too, because these are big milestone
They are
moments.
big milestones, and it's not like, oh, I want to compare.
Yeah.
It's not like we're sitting here wanting to compare.
Yeah.
But it's more so like
But
that
you naturally do.
It's kind of like that disappointment.
It's in the back of your mind.
It's not
you know?
that you naturally compare. It's kind of like, oh man, I know that like it's already been done, and I wish that sometimes it could be like our first together. But that's when you compromise with love.
Yeah.
You know, like something's got to give and take, and is it worth it? What is the trade off? You know, if it's an amazing man, is it worth the trade off?
Yeah. I
A
mean,
child situation though, I definitely agree with that. Like I do. I would feel like, oh man, I wish it was your first child.
Yeah.
It's my first child.
Yeah, and I think really it's just that feeling of, oh man.
like I want us to go through this together for the first time.
Because for somebody who's never done it before, we see that as such a sacred thing.
Yeah.
It's so sacred and so special. And for somebody that we love, we want to experience the first time with them.
Yeah.
But to know that they already had their sacred first time, it hurts a little bit, you know.
So
We
thank
can't change
God,
it.
Hypothetical Man made in the 2 years.
And the hypothetical man did not have a kid with someone else.
Hypothetical man did not get somebody. you know.
Okay, now talk about this hypothetical man. Okay. Anyways, so let's go ahead and wrap up this episode. We really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other episodes. And have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye, guys.